South Broadway Street, 215. I think this is it. All right, moving on to 215 South Broadway Street. One of the cool things about this is it actually gives you the layout plan, the plat or not the plat, the layout plan, what I like to call the schematics of the house, the build schematic, right? It's like here's the layout of the house. I like to have these personally. So you know where where everything is, for someone like myself, I like those. All right. Entryway. So let's look at the house on the outside. Small front porch covered. Okay. You know, one car garage. It is cement, paved, LVP on the inside. It's got a nice interior, popcorn ceiling, neutral gray walls. It looks like it has a cutout there. Yeah, that's cool. It's got a I got I like I want to do one of the if in my next house I might do this. Shoot. I personally like that design right there so that you can communicate with people back and forth in the kitchen. Aromas from the kitchen travel better. And I mean it adds another dynamic of it adds an extra element to the feel of the house. I personally like that little cutout window. It's a cool little feature. You can apply it to any house that has the applicable wall, but I like it personally. Um, Stainless steel fridge. We got that and the dishwasher, and it looks like there's the sitting room out back too. Um, Looks like contractor grade type of cabinets and countertop. They're really wide pictures and they're not focused, so it's like you can kind of see them, but it looks pretty contractor grade to me, which basically tells me that this house being a 82 build, so that's something because it's after 78, you don't have to worry about asbestos after those laws were passed. Now it has a step down going into the back. Let's see, there's another shot of the kitchen. So yeah, this is like an extra sitting room. This is cool. Extra sitting room in the back. It looks like it has an active fireplace. Um, let's see. This is cool. I like that. It looks like that was probably added. It was added after the fact. Yeah. So the house was built first. Obviously, you can tell it's like that's why this is brick and the rest of it is drywall because the sitting room in the back was added onto it after it was built at some point in time. So there's probably like, paperwork on that, but that's if you really want that. It may be available. Let's see. There's a bedroom. Oh, is that oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was a pocket door for a second. And you could do that too. You can add pocket doors to certain places if you're trying to save on space. You're trying to work on capability, flexibility, space, whatever the case might be. All right. This is like the looks like the master bedroom. Couple of personal closets, like a his and her closet. Probably a full bath. Yeah, there's a full bath. It looks like a full bath in the master bedroom. There's two, right? Yeah. So there's two. There's going to be a community and a master. Okay. Another bedroom. We've got our circuit breakers and whatnot in there. So let's see. Okay. Spot in the what looks like the community bathroom. So the community bathroom is where you also have the washer dryer at, or the hookup for it. Um, yeah. Okay, so that's it's a standing shower, right? So there's not a community has a standing shower. The community bathroom has a standing shower, and the master has more of a tub setting, right? So you could like lay down if you want to take a bath or whatever. There's more support for it in the master than there is in the community. The community has like that step so water hitting the ground maybe doesn't leak out. I'd still probably work on the curtaining of that, but that's all personal preference. Um, Out back, looks like covered back patio to some degree. Okay, so it's separated. So there's a sunroom. So the back of the house has a sunroom and a covered back patio with with it's more open so you can grill out and smoke can escape. Yeah. And then you can open the door and walk into the sunroom. And it looks like it also has a storage building out back. See if they provide pictures of the storage. Yeah, so there we go. There's the sunroom, and there's a door from the house to that patio, and then two doors out of the sunroom too. Okay. And then here is the, so that's probably a pretty decent sized building out back because it's got two double panel doors that lock and a garage door. So you could probably park your riding mower or your ATVs or whatever you want in the back, right? And it's gated. So it's not bad. For 230K, for 230K, that's not half bad. That is not half bad at all. Oh, here's the picture I was thinking of this house. This house is the one that I was looking at because you can see the mountains in the background. So the sun is going to rise like right here. The sun will rise right here every morning in Berea, and it is immaculate. So that's one of the things that I personally get to enjoy every morning living in Berea. Or maybe it's this side, not the here, or maybe it's off to the right further. I forget. It's along this ridge. The sun's gonna rise somewhere over that ridge. So, and I got a bunch of pictures of all this on the listing. So, cool. All right, back to this. Good foundation? Question mark. What do we got? Uh, so it's on block foundation. Let's see. Display structural integrity. So yeah, it relatively seems structurally astute. So I mean, it's always get always get an inspection, but it's on block and foundation. So not in flood zone, not sold as is, good roof. Let's take a look at that roof real quick. Roof looks like it's relatively newer. Still would want to get my like what year seller's disclosure in all of these. The seller's disclosure will likely give you the year of the roof. So very likely. Shopping schools in town. Let's see, 215 South Broadway. I think we covered this. 215 South Broadway. 215 okay, so 215 South Broadway. Yeah, so it's a 5 minute drive from Walmart. It's right in town. It's right there. You know, you're like you're one left turn. You're one left turn, and it's probably not even like a mile from that. It's like that's like a 2 minute drive, depending on traffic. So that's nothing. All right, yeah. So it's actually would I buy it? Yes, yeah, I like it. It works. I like the sunroom, and I like the backyard, and I like the shed, and I like, the general layout of the house. Um, yeah. If I was going to buy this as a single family residence, I mean it's got a couple extra key features here that are pretty appealing. I might do some work. Like I might, you know, I might expand out on the front porch a little bit, but yeah, no, I'd still buy the house. I like it. I like the shed in the back. I like a little bit of space. I like the layout. So yeah, I dig it. I would buy this house. Moving on to